Hey everybody, this is Roy Kennedy, and this is Favorite Game Friday, where we have a group of contributors with completely different tastes in gaming talk about their favorite game in the category of the week. This we're talking all about bluffing games. Is there a game where you have to do a little bit of lying or bluffing that you really enjoy? Make sure to leave in the comments down below, especially if it was a game that wasn't mentioned here on Favorite Game Friday. Anyway, let's get to the contributors' clips.
Hi, I'm Libby, this is Julian, and together we make up Box Meeples. And my choice this time about lying in games is Fluff, otherwise known as Liar's Dice. I think you can get loads of different types of sets from people, but this is the one we have. We actually have several sets of them. And you have your dice that you can shake, and you've got to pretend how many fours there are around the group or how many sixes. And it's one that we play with families quite a lot who don't really game, and so it's always a lot of fun.
Now, a game that's got lying kind of built into it is, of course, Detective City of Angels, particularly if you're playing as the Chisel. A whole part of it is deceiving other players into what information you do know, and trying to make, if you're playing as the Chisel, trying to make the players believe that what you are telling them is absolutely the truth and lead them down the wrong path. So yeah, deception and lies is a key part of Detective.
Hey, this is Around the Board, and we're going to tell you what our favorite bluffing games are. Mine is Pirate's Dice, or what else is it called? Liar's Dice? Yeah, one of those. Either one.
Interesting. Mine is a similar one, but it's Spoils of War, which plays along that same way with the hidden dice. Chris, what you got?
Mine is a classic Texas Hold'em poker. I love it. Or am I bluffing about it?
No, that's not a board game, Chris. That's
I don't know about that one. Mine is easily the best out of all of you guys. You guys are suckers. Mine is Secret Hitler.
Ooh, that's also deduction. Does that count?
You bluff like crazy. I'm a liberal.
Are you, though? You're Hitler.
For me, it's going to have to be the OG Battlestar Galactica. I love the fact that sometimes people are Cylons in this game. You're trying to keep that fact hidden and then trying to see how far along you can go in the game and maybe sneak in a few things here and there to mess up all these different missions to throw the Galactica off and like mess things up. But if you get caught out, you're going to get thrown in the brig or thrown out the airlock. Lots of exciting bluffing in Battlestar Galactica.
Hey guys, I apologize. I don't really like bluffing games. I like co-ops, as you know. But if you're gonna make me choose, because I don't want to let Roy down, I might choose The Stuff of Legend by Kevin Wilson. It's a trader mechanic game, but it's got some interesting stuff in it where you do have to bluff as the trader. So if you're gonna make me play a game of bluffing, I'd play The Stuff of Legend. Kevin Wilson, good stuff.
Hey everybody. I don't think we have a lot of games in our collection that are pure bluffing games that aren't also social deduction type games, but I think we came up with a couple of good examples. So my pick this week is going to be Nightmares of Sushi. This is a game where you're cooking sushi for everyone at the table, but sometimes the dishes don't come out so good. So you're offering it up to everyone, and then you have to convince them either to eat it or not, because if nobody does eat it, you have to eat it.
My pick this week is going to be Barnyard Roundup. It was a similar concept. Basically, you're trying to give the person... You offer, like, 3 cows or something to a person, but it doesn't have to be that. It could be 3 crows, which are negatives, and if they decline, well, you get it.
Yeah. All right, I guess that's it. Happy Friday, everybody.
Bye.
Hello, Dice Tower. This is the guy from Board Game Unbox, and my favorite game with bluffing in it is... Liar's Dice, where you bluff or tell the truth about the numbers on each die you have, and it goes up and up until someone decides to call you on your bluff. Have a happy Favorite Game Friday.
Hi folks, Doug here at Sidetracks Board Game Club in Elwood City. I'm not a huge fan of games that involve bluffing. My daughter loves Sheriff of Nottingham, mainly because I'm really bad at it. I'm a terrible liar, so I'm not particularly good at bluffing. Although I do enjoy playing poker, I would say that's probably my favorite card game of bluffing. But another one that comes really close, and it's not necessarily considered a bluffing game, a pure bluffing game necessarily, but there's an opportunity for some good bluffing in it, is Biblios. This is a game where there are 5 different suits of cards and you're competing to have the most cards and the most numbers of that particular suit. And one of the things that's cool, this has got a really unique drafting mechanism in it that I haven't seen in other games. But it's a really cool game because you can bluff a little bit in this game, and it just spices the game up a little bit. You know, you give somebody an idea that you're going for a particular suit that you really have no interest in at all, just by picking a card of that color every once in a while. Or maybe in the auction phase, which is the second phase of the card drafting, you can throw a couple bids in for a color that you're not interested in at all. And if you really want to be a little risky, you could even spend the cards where you get to pip up the dice or pip down the dice on a color that you're not even interested in, just to give somebody else the idea, you know, that maybe you are, and to throw them off the scent a little bit. So this is a game, while not purely a bluffing game, there are some really cool elements and opportunities to bluff in it. Happy Friday.
Hello, everyone. I'm Dave.
And I'm Dirk.
And we're from the YouTube channel 2D Board Gamers. And this week's topic is favorite bluffing games.
And whenever we first heard this topic, I think both of us immediately thought of the same game first.
Marvel Champions.
Yeah, right. Okay, that's not what I'm talking about. You know.
So I'm trying to figure out a way if I could bluff Marvel Champions on the list, but I guess
this is what we're talking about.
Yeah.
But
so, I don't know. BGG lists it as a bluffing game. So if you consider it a bluffing game, then that's my choice. Although I do not consider it
I don't really consider it.
Everyone does it. I mean, if you're a Cylon, yeah, okay, I guess you're bluffing, trying to pretend you're human. So I'm choosing Coup because this you're always trying to convince people you are a different role than you have. So to me, this is a bluffing game.
And I'm going to pick Savage, a game of survival. And this one it's a hidden trader game, but unlike Battlestar Galactica, which you can win without actually bluffing or whatever, you can reveal and go about your things. This one, you have to bluff to be able to win this one if you're the trader. So that is why I'm kind of picking that one. And I thought I'd do an honorable mention. This happens to be my children's favorite bluffing game. A little simple thing. It says 2 players, 2 minutes, $2. 4 cards.
Yeah, so it's like the Resistance in as few players as you can get.
Yeah, that's it.
Yeah, so thank you for watching. Enjoy the rest of your favorite game Friday.
Hi, I'm Josh from the YouTube channel Josh Yaks, and while I don't particularly enjoy social deduction games, as you can see from all these games behind me, I do have a real soft spot for games that incorporate some sort of bluffing, deduction, and overall sneakiness. My favorite one for 2 players only is the whole series of Mr. Jack games, especially Mr. Jack in New York. My favorite to play with 3 players would be Spectre Ops, and then my favorite for 4 to 5 is The Boss. These are also some of my very favorite games of all times as well. Cheers.
What's up, folks? I'm Dwayne from the YouTube channel Blackboard Gaming, and it's been a while. Today's category is bluffing games, and the bluffing game that I have been enjoying as of late is That's Not a Hat. In this game, we are gifting items to the other players, and the items are represented by these face-down cards. Now, eventually, we're going to forget what those items are. So when we gift it to another player, we kind of got to do a little bluffing for them to take it. Because if they call you out on it and say, that's not a hat, then if it isn't, you're going to get some negative points. This is a really fun game to introduce to friends and family. And that's why it's my pick. See you guys later.
It's always interesting games that bring in bluffing, and there's so many different varieties of bluffing in games, even with things like just poker and just trying to act like you have a hand that you don't. But yeah, make sure to leave in the comments down below what games you enjoy that involve bluffing in them, and make sure to check out our contributors from all around the internet who join us here on Favorite Game Friday. We'd love for you to be a part of the show as well, and if you want to do that, just do a super short video put it in the Google Drive link down below, and then you can basically be a part of the show. Next week, our topic is going to be a underused theme. Is there a theme that you really enjoy that you would love to see more of? Or maybe a theme that you haven't seen at all? Make sure to make a super short video for that and you can be a part. Anyway, I will see everybody on the next one and I hope you have an amazing weekend.